Here are 6 bridges that I think everybody should be farming to make a shitload of money in crypto airdrop. So number 1 on the list is LI.FI. They already raised a ton of money. So if we check on cryptorank.io, the funding rounds, you guys can see that they already raised $23 million from very serious investors. We can see that they have Coin Fund, Superscript, they have Factor, they have Circle, which Circle is pretty huge. So whenever you see that a project has some good investors like that, we might get a pretty good airdrop. And whenever they're raising money, that means these investors need a token to cash out their position. So LI.FI, it is a technology. So usually what they do is that they provide that technology to many bridges like Seller and many other bridges. But what you can do is get involved with them directly by using their bridge aggregator, which is Jumper. So if you go to the website li.fi, you guys can see right here jumper.exchange, which you can just click right here, and this is a bridge aggregator. So what they do is that they check over many bridges that they're providing their technology to see which one has the cheapest fee so you can take your transaction. Currently, there is also some events. So if you bridge to Optimism anywhere that is above $20, you will be earning some OP rewards. Also, if you're bridging to Arbitrum from Optimism, you will be entering a raffle of $5,000, which is not bad at all. But the good thing is that LI.FI is tokenless, and it is one of the best bridges out there with a lot of transaction on a daily basis. So super simple. If you want to send some funds from a blockchain to the other, you can just come here. You have the option to choose between Arbitrum, Optimism, Polygon, BSC, ZK Sync, which if you want to farm a blockchain that is tokenless, ZK Sync is the way to go. Linea, which is also tokenless, and you do have the option to many other blockchains right there. You also have the option to send gas. So for example, let's say you want to send some funds to Matic and you don't have Matic to take your transactions, then you can also bridge some gas fees. So I would choose, for example, BSC. I would do like BNB, and then I want to send some to Matic, and then I'm going to be clicking get gas so I can receive some Matic. So that is a pretty nice feature. Then if you want to check all your transactions, you can just click right here on transaction history. You guys can see that I have a lot of volume: 52, 54, 20, 42, $1,000, $1,002, $1,000 again, $200, $300, $3, $20. So I have many transactions. So just make sure that you're adding at least $1,000 in volume, or even more if you can. It doesn't mean that you need $1,000. You just need to add as much transaction as possible. So let's say you have $100. Just come here and take 10 transactions maybe once a week. So at least for the next 3 months, you can add maybe 12 transactions and you would have 1.2K in volume. If you have more funds than that, obviously you might receive a bigger airdrop. So LI.FI, number 1. Second on the list is Bungee, also an amazing bridge that you can farm that is tokenless. So you would have the option to bridge between Ethereum, Optimism, Arbitrum, Polygon, Base, ZK Sync, also Polygon, ZK EVM, and many others. And just like LI.FI, you can also click on refuel, so you can also receive some gas fees. So if I'm sending my funds to Polygon, maybe it is USDC, I'm going to be receiving my USDC on Polygon, but it would say I'm low on Matic. So right there, it will show that I'm going to be receiving some Matic so I can take my transactions, usually between 1 or 2 Matics. Third on the list, which is my favorite, and it is also the most complete bridge we have seen, which is Omni BTC. Usually there is a lot of events. So for example, right now, if you send your funds from Linea to Optimism, you can earn some OP rewards. You guys can see that I have 1.5 OP already, but you need like $500 to earn 0.5 OP, or $1,000 to earn 1 OP token. Also, they have some other events. So for example, last month, I think I made like $30 on a prize pool. So pretty good right there. And again, this is just super complete. So we have Polygon, Optimism, BNB, Solana, Arbitrum, Squall, which is something that usually you don't see on many bridges, Starknet, which is another one, ZK Sync, Ethereum, Avalanche, Linea, Polygon, ZK EVM, Base, and also Menta Pacific. So there is a lot of options to choose from. And why I truly like OmniBTC is that, for example, if I type 100, and you will see all the options right here, I have the option actually to choose LayerZero protocol. So if I want to farm OmniBTC and at the same time LayerZero protocol, I am able to do so because they will be using the route from LayerZero protocol. So that comes exactly to number 4 on the list, which is Wormhole. Wormhole yesterday raised $225 million in at a valuation of $2.5 billion. We can actually check that out right here. If we type Wormhole funding rounds, guys can see that the valuation is $2.5 billion. The token, well, they don't have a token currently, but they sold, I think it was 7.5% of Wormhole, which the token will be whole. So that would be the ticker for the Wormhole token. So currently we still have some time to farm the project, and at a valuation of $2.5 billion, this can be pretty huge. So by using OmniBTC, you can just select Wormhole and then bridge your funds. Always make sure to wait a little bit until the gas is kind of low, because it really depends on what you're using. So your destination chain, it might be a little bit expensive to send your funds. So currently it is $5, but if you play with other blockchains, it might be less expensive. Last time I checked for Solana, it was like 50 cents. So not bad at all. And right there, you can farm OmniBTC and Wormhole at the same time. Or you can also include portalbridge.com, which is not tokenless, but they're using the Wormhole technology. So again, you're going to be adding some volume for Wormhole and hopefully receive an airdrop for them. Then we have number, is it number 4 or number 5? I already lost. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which is Wormhole. So 5 is Orbiter. So number 5, Orbiter, they raised some money today from many investors, guys. We don't know how much money, but it was actually today. So you guys can see today, November 30th, we have Redpoint, Ember, ANT Capital, Tiger, Mask Network, Dialectic, which is a pretty good. And also check this out. So Vitalik, the founder of Ethereum, donated 16 ETH to the project, even though it is not a huge amount of money, but since it is coming from him, that's pretty good. So that means he likes the project. So most likely in the future, this might be huge. And again, it is tokenless, so you can receive an airdrop. Just make sure that you add as much volume as possible, as much transactions as possible. And again, just use it on a daily basis. Whenever you want to send your funds to one blockchain to the other, you can just use Orbiter or maybe any other. Just make sure that you're switching so you can add some volume on all of them. But Orbiter is a must. Lastly on the list is deBridge. They raised $5.5 million, currently tokenless. Again, same process. You can bridge some funds from Ethereum, BNB, Polygon, Arbitrum, Avalanche, Solana, Linea, Optimism, and Base. So again, same process. If you want to send some funds, you come here, you connect your wallet, and then you bridge some funds. By the way, super cheap in comparison to others. I actually like it. The only thing is the valuation is a little bit smaller than others, but still pretty good. We should be farming it, obviously. So make sure that you're farming out of them. You add some volume. You try to push it above $1,000, even if you have to do it for a few months. That's okay, because in the end, if you do it for a few months, it will show that you have consistency in that you are actually using the project and you didn't took just one transaction expecting an airdrop. So there you go, guys, 6 airdrops that you can farm and at the same time send your funds to many other blockchains that are tokenless. So make sure that you're farming them. If you have any questions, any doubts, as usual, just drop it in the comment section. And if this content was valuable enough, please share it with a friend, subscribe, like. Happy farming, guys. Take care.